Harrisburg. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And let's see what Washington has coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against Miami, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, they've got Chris Middleton, Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Sarr, and it's Champagnie at the power forward. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
And you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's a dream come true for him to step out.
Stop something. All right, set the tone.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And we're going courtside for a report on MP.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of anticipation for the rookie MP as he makes his NBA debut tonight. I caught up with him before the game and asked if he had any reflections on his journey here, and he said, I had to grow a lot as a player, not just in skills, but in my approach to the game. He told me that it's been a long journey to get here, but that it's just the first step in the best chapter yet.
Well, Allie, I know a lot of people are excited about MP's potential.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
From deep, Jordan. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Jordan. The rebound, Celtics. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Brown finds Horford. 2 on the clock. That shot, no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Outside Coulibaly. Middleton from the outside fires in the triple. Middleton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Brown. Coulibaly defending. Clock at 6. Brown inside. The kick out to White. The 3 ball. And the 3-pointer goes. White's got 9.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick-and-roll action always seems to make the right decision.
Charity stripe shot. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Brown with it. Steps back and fires. Tie game, and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
George out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Champagnie at the 5, down low. That's the group for Washington right now. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Pritchard. Horford outside. A deep three. It's rebounded by George.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the Wizards shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Jordan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Washington shooting their first free throws here for the night. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. He's off on the second. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams at crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Here's Pritchard with the drive. Good work defensively by Brogdon.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
You put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? On the wing, Tatum, defended by Kispert. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Tatum in the game against New York. Very impressive. From 13. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Pass to Jordan. Three-pointer. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Hauser. Second chance shot. And another shot. And the layup is good. Hauser's got his first points of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Washington will go for a different look here. Sarge checked in for Champagnie. Middleton comes in for George. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Kispert. And it's Jordan Poole in for Malcolm Brogdon. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside White. Back to Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
My goodness, Drew Holiday showing he still has some hops.
Washington has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And that was good.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And here's Brown for 3. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton. He'll bring it up for Washington. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Champagny, he's checked in for Jordan. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser's checked in. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Washington. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous. I say,
And guys, let's take a look at the Wizards in that first half. Neither side able to build a significant lead through 2.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Wizards. Kispert's checked in for Champagny. Jordan comes in for Koulibaly. And Brogdon is subbed in for Poole. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Celtics lead by 3. And if you're a longtime Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that point, BA, they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
On the floor for Boston, the 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Drew Holiday out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Back to Brogdon. Jordan high post. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Jordan's got 17 points.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Tatum finds Porzingis.
2 minutes. In the third quarter.
There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Brown against Middleton. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
From deep, Jordan. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
On the wing, Tatum takes a 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
From deep, Jordan. And Pritchard pulls it down.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Holiday passes to Pritchard. No good from outside. The Wizards trail by 5. Jordan inside. 20 points for him. Got it. Good job in the low post.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Tatum barreling in. Can't cash it in from close range. Washington's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Here's Jordan. Uses the glass to drop it in. And it's now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. A nice shot by Tatum.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Brogdon, the pass to Jordan. Over Holiday. Rebounded by the Celtics. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. He got it up, and it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor.
Review the play.
The previous play is under review.
Again, and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got George, also Rashawn Holmes out there. Kispert is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Jordan in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Corey Kispert.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
First one falls for him. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Brogdon feeling it out a bit. From deep, Jordan. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Jordan's got 17 points here in the second half. Here's Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Washington.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
He misses the free throw. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
VA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
Good on the second one. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, VA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Pritchard. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. He's off on the layup. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Jordan. Tatum against George. Fader on the way. Horford pulls it in.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Pass to Tatum. And here's Horford. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Kispert with some nice D. Here's Jordan driving in, up and in on the layup. And it's a 6-point Wizard lead.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now Tatum. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. Jordan's got 39.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Big group substitution here for Washington. Sars checked in for Holmes. Champagny comes in for George. Middleton is checked in for Kispert. And it's Jordan Poole in for Brogdon. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, you love to see a great score. Create an easy opportunity. Jason Tatum gets a second chance points right there.
Jordan inside. He's guarded by White. Jordan misses.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Tatum from long range. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And down it goes. 2 points. Jordan's got 41.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Middleton. And here's Poole. Here's Jordan. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jordan's got 43 points. Celtics trail by 8. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Middleton. Jordan against White. And there's Jordan on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Here's Jordan. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 10. Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
Washington has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this 4th quarter. Here's Jordan. That one falls. Jordan's got 47 points.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Wizards.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Great One.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And they pick up 2.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. And it's Washington with the ball. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Jordan misses. Throws it up high. Intercepted. Shot from the top of the key. He got it again. Sensational. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off